Housekeeping first. One, we're going to record this just so everyone has the questions and answers and the information if they need it. If you have any questions, feel free to just type it into the chat as you think of them, or alternatively, you can use the raised hand function and we'll get to them at the end. Zach's going to go through a little bit about the brand, and then we're going to get to the important part, which is cocktails, and hopefully have a little bit of fun on Friday afternoon. I would say I'll give you about 30 seconds if any of you want to pour a drink or anything before we get going.
Well said.
I promise it's just coffee in my coffee cup, but you know, whatever.
That's no fun.
So without me talking anymore, I'm honored to introduce Zach Brinley for those of you that don't know. Bootlegger at Shipwreck Rum. So why don't you take us away here, Zach?
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Opeachy. Hello, rum fans. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Zach Brinley, as I guess most of you know, and I'm, broadcasting live from On the Deck Bar and Restaurant here in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Just 4 blocks over from our bootlegging headquarters, as we like to call it. But we're on the water, and there's a lot of history of prohibition here and bootlegging. So yes, my father and I have been rum runners now for nearly 2 decades. And we produce our Shipwreck Rum on the island of St. Kitts in the Caribbean, just south of St. Martin and St. Bart's. I can control there. Hold on. Here we go. Trying to get control. There we go. And we've been doing small batch down there for, my God. I say we've been doing small batch before small batch was even cool. Now every big brand, their mother says they're small batch. That was the only way we could do it back in the day, and it's the way we still do it today. That we're basically just juggling 3 small batches at a time right now, using natural extracts and our 2-year age blackstrap molasses rum. Joe, can you control that? Are you seeing that? I'm not moving the screen. There we go. There we go. All right. You see a few pictures of my mother and father right there who are probably watching. We are very much a family business. It's basically just my mom, my dad, my sister and I, and 6 guys in St. Kitts. It's really that small. And as I said, we haven't really changed from the beginning. The only thing that's changed is the fact that the market's become more open to better and craft products, and that we're, of course, juggling a lot more batches at a time. And on top of that, the fact that St. Kitts tourism has grown so much. We are now up to before COVID happened, up to 1.3 million tourists a year down in St. Kitts. And if anything, we're pretty proud to be helping the island in a tough time. I mean, the islands, almost any place that you'd have to travel to by plane and that are stuck as an island in the middle of nowhere, what their business was so reliant on tourism. And it was something like 75 to 80% of their economy. So the fact that you guys are all still drinking so much in the United States and supporting us, we're really supporting the island. Even this month alone, we've shipped nearly 3 containers off the island. So we're definitely giving back to the island in this tough time. Joe, can you control that? There we go. Here's a couple other shots of our small distillery in Kitts. Picture my dad and I on our bottling line. Top right, that's our master blender, Michael Garnett, who's been with us since the beginning. I tell you, the guy does not age. He looks the exact same from when I was 25 years old to now. And you can see we have many barrels that are aging down there, all once-use bourbon barrels. All of our product is 2-year aged, except for our spice rum that's 4-year. And we are keeping our hands off the barrels for a future aged rum that's to come soon. Hopefully many other products as well. Really the key to our product has been the fact that we wanted a full-bodied, all-natural flavored rum. So basically a huge step up from that white bottle on the shelf that we all know, that I shall not name, a coconut rum. We wanted something with a little bit more kick, so we've stuck with 36% or 72 proof for all of our flavor rums. except for our coconut cream, which is 30 proof, and our white rum that's 80 proof. And still to this day, all of it is produced by our 6 guys, Michael, Dwight, Eugene, Aquila, Vinny, and Eric down there. Except for the coconut cream that we've reached out and did something a little out of the box by exporting our natural coconut extract and Caribbean rum upstate New York, where we partnered up with a farmer co-op upstate Niagara, and we now bottle in Rochester to make sure that it's shelf stable when it comes out of that bottle of coconut cream. And on top of that, like if you guys have been to the Caribbean or anywhere warm, you'll see that the cows are pretty skinny in St. Kitts. And to have enough dairy cream, I'm thinking, how does our team of 6 guys in a hot climate like St. Kitts come out with the rum cream? So coconut cream has really changed our business big time. And our team of 6 and everyone in St. Kitts is very proud that we're up to 4,000 cases a month now. Couple teaser shots from St. Kitts. Hopefully, once this pandemic is over or travel is open, we'll see a lot of you guys down there. I was saying before, there's 0 cases on the island right now, and it might be one of the safest places to be if you can find a way to get down there. Just 35,000 people, so it is technically the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere. And I should say that there are more monkeys than people on the island. And I take no responsibility for any monkey issues. If you Google St. Kitts drunk monkeys, they will steal your pina colada very fast, and they love our 1-ounce taster cups because they fit in their little hands. They can throw them back. So I know the equivalent for a 2-ounce shot for a monkey, but obviously the point of this is to have a cocktail hour. So hopefully most of you guys are drinking something. I see a few of you are. Bill, do you have a drink in your hand there? There we go. All right. We're going to talk a few rum cocktails, and then we've got my good friend and bar manager, Kevin, here from On the Deck, who will step in a second. But basically, well, most of you guys, if you know the brand, you know that it's fantastic by itself. I mean, that was our goal, that you could sip it by itself, wreck on the rocks. But anything you can sip straight by itself will make it an excellent cocktail as well, too. So really, we've made our real claim to fame of the fact that it's an easy to make mojito. You know, you don't need simple syrup. It's really just club soda, mint, and lime. I won't even go into all the rum drinks because there are so many rum drinks out there. It'll blow your mind. But we'll do a little rum bucket as well today. A couple club coconuts or club limes. I should just get to them right now. Get ahead of myself on these cocktails. So many good ones. The first one we'll do, and I'll talk about our version of my favorite rum bucket right now, and then I know that every place has their own way to make the rum punch. Every account has their own rum bucket recipe, let's say. One that we've loved because we kind of stole it from the booze cruise in St. Kitts has been our aptly named flotation device, which is 2 parts coconut rum, 1 part straight white rum, orange juice, which I like because sometimes pineapple gets extra sweet, lime juice, bitters, and a little nutmeg on top. And honestly, it tastes like you are sipping rum in the Caribbean. It's just so fantastic. So that being said, I'm going to let Kevin take over when he comes back right here to make their in-house rum bucket right now, and hopefully have a drink with you guys. But I mean, does anyone want to volunteer their favorite way to enjoy the product?
Well, besides for, straight up, like you said, I love I guess what you'd call it, the quick pina colada, that was on your site. But what I'm drinking now, which if everyone wants a little bit of a punch, it is your spiced rum. Of course, no other rum is allowed in my house. That's why you have to make a dark rum. And a little bit of jalapeno lemonade, all right, with just a teeny bit of organic honey. And then you mix it up, and it's refreshing, but it's got that kick behind it, and it's amazing. So that's my favorite.
That jalapeno in there, we'd call those mango, angry mango sometimes.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Put spice in there, but excellent. I like it, Nummy. All right. And then after that, we'll get I'm gonna lend it over to Kevin right here. bar manager from On the Deck. He's going to make an in-house rum bucket. And I'll stand back here and drink with you guys.
Right. How you doing, guys? So I know you can't hear me with this on, but typically all bartenders and servers at this establishment, when they are working, wear masks and gloves.
We'll let him take his mask off.
But I'm going to take it off right now just so you can hear me.
Got a bucket? So much to remember sometimes.
Right.
Especially not at the bar. The bar here would usually be open, but
Right. We don't even have a bar open right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, our traditional rum bucket recipe that we use, obviously, Brinley, Shipwreck Rum bucket.
and honestly, these guys will go through 2,000 to 3,000 buckets this summer, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brinley's coconut, mango, spice. About 4 count, all 3 of those. We got some wine, a little bit of pineapple.
You know, the thing is, too, I think for the rum bucket is you can't go wrong because, well, especially if you're an account, that once someone sees one bucket,
I like to call it the
What?
I'll have one
Yeah.
too.
They
once,
start asking questions.
once one person has a bucket, the buckets start flying.
Right. And a lot of people like to use grenadine. I actually prefer a little bit of Pina bitters just because it's not quite as sweet. It kind of balances out the sweetness of the juice and all the rums and everything. There's just a little bit of float on that on top. And a couple salts of lime and orange, which I don't have. Unfortunately.
I will say, when we first started selling the brand, we never thought we'd do rum buckets. We thought, oh, we are upscale. The product tastes upscale. It is upscale, all natural. We don't need to do rum buckets. And then, of course, I think it was you guys. On the Deck was the first place that said, we'd rather not buy the other brand's
The other
bucket.
white bottle
The other white bottles bucket.
that
Can
shall
you-
not be named.
Can you do buckets? And I said, all right, just for you guys, we'll do buckets. And then I want to say 100 cases later, I was like, you know what, Dad? Maybe we could be upscale and still do rum buckets. And so far, so good. I mean, we've I think we're up to doing well over 100,000 buckets a summer, and it's been a great way to introduce the product and sell more cases. I mean, I kind of think sipping it straight is the best way to taste it and enjoy it. But maybe it's because I'm over 40 now and I want to sip it straight down the bucket. But I do enjoy a bucket from time to time. So, here. Thank you, Kevin. And the sun has come out here for us as well. Oh, that's delicious.
Isn't it?
Oh, I'm gonna get a little tipsy here if I keep sipping these drinks here. All right, next slide, Joe. Can you control that there? Ah. Oh, I should try to move this around here. You guys want to see the view? All right, so we're looking out here. That is Sandy Hook out there. If I keep turning it, you can't really see it, but normally you'd see Manhattan up there. And this area really was very popular with the bootleggers in the 1920s. The whole town really was. So I think with us, and there's a local brewery in town, Carton Brewing, that we kind of feel like we're bringing, well, modern day bootlegging back to the area. I mean, we are paying our taxes, but bootlegging sounds a whole lot better than importing like rum running. All right, next one we got is the Mega Mojito. So, as I said before, the Mojito was really one that almost became an easy one for us to sell because we have so much natural extract in there and a natural sweetness from basically the fructose that you don't even need to use simple syrup. And from anyone knows in making Mojito, it's a lot of work from simple syrup and having the right puree or extract on hand. So for a mango mojito or a coconut mojito, really all you need is the rum, club soda, mint, and lime. So, I mean, it's almost a joke how easy it is to make our mojito. Right?
Ease of production, which is very
Yes.
important for a busy bar.
Yes.
So what I like to do because we don't have to muddle this drink, what I like to do is prick a couple of leaves of fresh mint. And what I will do, instead of muddling, I'll put it in the palm of my hand and just slap it. Slapping it produces almost a physical reaction and releases the aroma. Throw it down there, right.
It's almost a bartender's magic trick right there, right?
A little bit of ice.
No, 'cause, Joe, weren't you saying that now it's as much as muddling was big years ago that you don't really have to muddle the mint anymore?
Really?
Yeah, it's really easy to extract the essential oils from mint, so I don't even bother muddling it. I just throw it right into the shaker and let that extract the oils.
Yeah.
And increases speed of service for bars too, so it's a win-win.
And maybe you could muddle the limes up a little bit too.
So I'll just give the limes a quick squeeze, actually. Yeah. And then I'll show you what I do at the end of it, just to blend everything together. So mango rum, club soda. There you go. Right? And then just give it a quick roll. Maybe once or twice. There you go. Garnish with the lime slice.
So is this for me too?
Oh yeah, that one's for you too, then.
Let me get the cheers, guys.
Oh, it smells awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic. And you know, the thing about it too is I think it's, unlike some mojitos, it's not too sweet. It's super light because it's the club soda and the rum. Cheers. Oh, it's delicious. Man. I mean, I pour you a cup, but I guess you have to make a second one now.
Right.
All right. Actually, go back one here for the club coconut, right? Let's do the club coconut first. We'll save the coffee for the end. So this is what I was saying before, how over the summer and spring, how hard seltzers have become so big that I realized our product makes the perfect all natural, easy to make hard seltzer in the sense of you're not going to have a can that tastes like aspartame or is started by some huge conglomerate. Basically, it's just real coconut rum, club soda, and a lime wedge. And having the flavors we do, you have your choice of, coconut, club lime, or club mango, or even vanilla. The club vanilla almost ends up taking like a cream soda. But we'll do a little club coconut right now.
Club coconut. There you go.
I mean, it is almost so easy. It's not even making a cocktail sometimes. But if you're going for ease of drink, this is something you can have 2 or 3 of them and enjoy all day. Need some more lime wedges?
Oh, I got a bunch.
Oh. Go. Listen, Mom, I won't finish all these drinks myself, okay?
Right. I'm going to help.
Yeah. I'm only a few blocks from home. But that actually, you can have that one.
I can have it.
Yes.
We'll give it a little squeeze.
I mean, it is amazing how much our heavily flavored, that rich coconut taste, how much flavor it will give the cocktail.
Right.
Even just from 2 ounces in there.
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Oh.
Light, refreshing.
Yep. And the last one that we'll make before we just have some fun and mix other ones up is our adult coconut cold brew. Now, I think this is one that many people have been enjoying during COVID based on our coconut cream numbers. It is, it's really simple, but I do think that our coconut rum cream with coffee is excellent, but if you use an espresso or a cold brew, it blends even better because the coffee has such a strong taste to it. Every time I mix our coconut cream with coffee, I end up wanting to pour too much coconut cream maybe. If you just do this, you can almost do equal parts, or here we do 1 part coconut cream to 2 parts cold brew. And we're going to use a Hudson Coffee Co., local spot right in town here. Of course, there's so many good coffee shops and coffee roasters that have opened locally. And the support town right here. You get a cup for this one too? And yeah, I think that's one of the biggest questions we get with our coconut rum cream is, what should I do with it? What are good cocktails to make with it? I always say, just stick it in your fridge and pour it in a cup. And that's all you need. It's so good just by that, just like that. But obviously it does make a good pina colada, or you could do a number of different cocktails with it. But coffee is probably been the number one mixer we've got with it. So by doing it with the cold brew, I think it blends even better.
I actually have not made this one yet. So
Oh, it's fantastic. Coconut cream versus then the cold brew coffee.
That's what
Yeah. I always say portions depend on your tolerance level.
Right.
But usually
of
it's
the caffeine or the alcohol?
well, usually the alcohol. Usually it's 1 to 2, I'd say.
I have never measured out this drink.
Yeah. And this cold brew is pretty strong too, so this will actually make it's up to the 2 of them. So, socially distance toast here. Awesome.
Cheers, guys.
I'm gonna bet that a few of you guys have the coconut rum cream out there right now, and a few have coffee. So hopefully you have this. Cheers. Thanks, Kevin.
It's that good, high-quality upstate New York dairy product, Zach. That's what it's all about.
Oh, it is. It is. Upstate New York dairy. That's right, Bill. The and actually on this one side you can see one of the families, the Chafee family from upstate New York.
They still in Batavia?
They're in Batavia. That's right. That's one of the main areas. And the thing about this coconut cream too that that when we started selling it, I didn't think about bringing it back to St. Kitts because, I mean, obviously it's bottled in upstate New York. But once we started selling it, St. Kitts started begging for it. So now we ship back a few pallets a month. Well, not right now. It's one of our best sellers in St. Kitts. So they just love the product. So it's almost St. Kitts supporting upstate New York right now.
Sounds good.
So we'll keep it coming. Tastes like coconut heaven. All right, so we did that one, and we have this one here too that, Joe, you want to talk about a few of the more mixology cocktails as well, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing this virtually, but I put this on here just to point out because I love my go-to drink is Shipwreck spiced rum in spicy ginger beer with a squeeze of lime. But you can also use Shipwreck in like more mixology focused, really cool, interesting things. I put these 2 recipes up just in case anyone wanted to copy them down. But what we're seeing from bartenders all across the country is not just making tiki drinks and making kind of traditional tropical drinks, but also starting to experiment with some really, really interesting mixology focused cocktails, which I think is incredibly cool. And I love when people use this in different and interesting ways. And I encourage this sort of experimentation. If any of you come across a good one, please send it to me. I like to taste test the recipes first just to make sure. But yeah, we can be more than just tiki drinks and tropical, which is the point of this. But I know no one's here to listen to me talk, so I'm gonna hand it back over to Zach.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe. I should give Kevin a challenge and make him make one of these right now on the spot, right? He's going to make their house pina colada he wanted to make up to show off on the deck skills. But we'll keep moving along here. So these are give you an idea of the size of St. Kitts and some of the beach shacks. Honestly, down there, if you guys come to St. Kitts, anyone on this call, drop me a line. Once all this is over, get a VIP treatment down there. Come over and help us bottle. Come to a couple of these shacks right here, the Shipwreck Bar, Monkey Bar, the Lion Rock Bar. Really, down there, it's the old British system where you can't really own land on the beach. So these are basically just almost squatters. Whereas if you have wood and you find a spot on the beach, you can put your own beach shack up. So,
Hey, is Elvis still down there?
What'd you say, Bill?
Is Elvis still down there?
Of course he's down there.
No?
No, he's there. He's
Yeah,
there.
drinking the ting? You got the ting, baby?
It's timeless down there.
Yeah.
Do a little Brinley lime and ting, bling bling.
Try it with Fresca. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I know. I ordered some ting recently. Hopefully some of you guys out there know ting, the grapefruit drink that you can get in the Caribbean.
Proudly on display in my office here.
Yeah. I had some for a cocktail video, and of course my son was grabbing them out of the fridge and drinking them before I could use them. But yeah, it's a fantastic place. We all miss it right now, and happy to be supporting the island. And all hoping to get back really soon. But feel blessed to have the opportunity to be down there. A couple of the cool pieces here. Of course, if you're an account out there and you need rum buckets, I think O-Pee-Chee probably has 25,000 in the warehouse right now. If you're a fan and you want some, shipwreckrum.com, drop me a note. We have buckets on hand. We are selling these stowaway bottles right now in little coconut cream mini on a spice bottle. They're pre-packed and ready to sell in all states where it's legal. We also have our little Shipwreck Lifesaver, life ring. Never know what to call that. Is that a lifesaver, life ring, life preserver? But it seems fitting. If you're shipwrecked, you need one of those to keep you afloat, right? Top left corner is carton. Joe just took over there. Top left corner is carton shipwreck porter that they do with our empty barrels. Once a year, we'll ship up 12 empty barrels from our spiced rum. And then they'll age a porter for 3 to 6 months. It's got a nice kind of rich, almost a chocolatey caramel taste to it. 10%, so it's pretty strong for you beer drinkers. And it's kind of first come, first serve. But carton has done well for us in the New Jersey, New York area. And kind of cool, you think about those barrels as far as a recycling program. We get them, once-used bourbon barrels. We age rum for 4 years. We ship them up. We give them the brewery. They age beer for up to 6 months. And then once they're done, they give us the barrels. And we'll give to an account and logo up as a display piece. Or if anyone's interested in possibly buying one, if we have them some time to time. And once they're really lost for life, we'll break them down and make a little rum flight board. So true recycling right there. This is a picture that I love right now. This is probably a little less than a year ago right now. See this one, Jeff? This is a picture in St. Kitts. I counted up the pallets. That's about 4,000 cases. And I took a look at it. I thought, we actually sell that much every month right now. And it's one of those moments where I'm like, when you're going about your day, worrying about all the problems of growing the brand and what's next and how to sell the next deal. And then you realize, wait, we're selling this much right now. And I just couldn't believe that how far we've come from, you know, just a little rum shop on the cruise port, Dad and I going door to door. And now with all of your support out there, fans, distributors, O-Pee-Chee, that we're now going through 4,000 cases a day is just blows my mind. So, and we feel very fortunate, obviously blessed to be an essential business in this tough time. And I know that there's a lot of self-medicating going on that hopefully it's helping in the right way. I guess that being said, we're just so happy to be here right now and happy that you guys have all tuned in and from our first broadcast from On the Deck. And I guess that being said, any questions before we have a toast and a few more drinks together?
Yeah, Zach, I have a question.
Sure.
This is Sangeeta from Mid-Atlantic. Can you just give us a view of the ocean again so we can be jealous and drown our sorrows here?
Wait, say that one more time?
Can you give us a view of the water?
Oh, you do like that. You
drown
like
our sorrows.
All right. So, see if it comes through. So the thing about this is I'd love to keep it out this way, but I kind of disappear sometimes. So normally you could see New York City right there. So it's the Sandy Hook Bay. You can almost see the Verrazano Bridge, but I don't know what you guys see right now. See a lot of boats this way, and you can see Sandy Hook and the coastline down there. So I know way too much about history, so I can start talking your ears off now about, this was the Henry Hudson Trail is right here.
Right.
So Henry Hudson came right in here, 1609, I think. And then he came up the Hudson River looking for a path to China that he never found. I guess he found Manhattan Harbor.
But you can't beat the view.
Yes, you can't beat the view.
As my predecessor used to
Yes.
say all the time, the
Yes.
view from my office does not suck.
No, no. And it is pretty cool that there's such a history of bootlegging right here. I always say I'm not as tough as Nucky Thompson, but the fact that the ghosts of Vito Genovese and all these guys are right here, I think on my bad days, I look around thinking that maybe they're looking at me thinking, why are you paying your taxes? No, they're probably happy that we're bringing booze back to town. Probably so.
Jack, Kevin, thank you guys both so much for that. I'm very, very jealous that I didn't get to try any of those drinks. So I suppose I'm gonna have to make some myself.
Well, the recipes are right there, so you can make them. You can make them right after this, Joe.
No, I will be making them at 4 o'clock after my workday is done, boss. You heard that?
Okay.
If anyone has any questions, feel
Hey,
free
it's 4
to
o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
either
That's 5
type
o'clock,
it in or use the raise hand function in the program.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Jordan.
Can you hear? Oh, hello.
I can hear you.
Hey, coming all the way from Vegas, so it's still
Vegas!
breakfast time here.
Vegas, baby.
Jason's been instrumental in getting Shipwreck. We changed the recipe and have since been using it in one of our cocktails.
Awesome.
Questions I had, what are the size of the barrels and where are you attaining the barrels in St. Kitts that you're, for all this rum and that you're barrel aging?
The size of the barrels are 200 liter.
Okay.
I think that equates to like 55 gallon or so. And did you say where are we locating them in the like
No.
distillery?
No. How long are you planning on aging that rum? You guys have been aging it now. How long?
Oh yeah. That's a big secret, but I'm just, we've been good. We try to keep our hands off the barrels. The goal was to get to 7 years, which could be, start working on maybe 12 months from now to get it out of the barrel. So we're that close. We're probably close to 7 years now.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of ideas that float around about the next product to do. We got into flavor rums obviously by selling to cruise passengers and trying to make that category better, a step up like the craft has done. And now obviously we're excited to get more into traditional and dark and aged rums. There's so many things we want to do. We want to put good stuff out. And I personally would love to have like a 7-year age out in the next year and a half or so. So
It's interesting.
to come. So thank you guys. We love you. We love you, Nevada. We love you, Epic, Vegas.
Take care.
Thanks.
Hey, Zach, where are you at with 175s on the spiced?
Oh, Joe, did you hear that? 175 for the spice, baby.
Bill, we can talk about that as a sidebar.
And Joe, there was no
Yeah.
prompting on that, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, we'll sidebar with that to not bore everyone else.
Yeah, we've got a good-looking bottle, and we're ready to go when we get the green light. Cork bottle, pinch back, all glass, low label. Looks great. So we're ready. That is spice rum, right? It's the 175 market. So thank you, Bill. Keep asking them, all right?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Zach, what are we looking at? Hopefully the time frame, so I don't have to feel like I keep cheating on you. A dark rum.
Of dark rum?
Yeah, because if I
know.
was inside, I'd show you my Brinley liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
And the thing that's missing is that dark. And every time I got to use another company, I feel like I'm cheating.
First of all, I'd say don't worry. I don't
Okay.
consider it cheating. If
Okay.
we don't have a dark rum, you could cheat on me, okay? It's not cheating. And as far as when we have the dark rum, we've talked about it. We've talked about it a lot. So, it's not the first one on our list right now, but maybe if we
Great.
blend up a sample bottle, maybe you could come down and have a few sips with me in the next year.
Right.
Hopefully it's coming soon. With more,
Okay.
we're doing so well right now that hopefully
Right.
it's happening faster. So,
Okay.
I'm having fun now. After a few drinks from Kevin, man, I'm like, all right. A little bit of this cold brew in here too. All right, guys. Well, we'll keep the party going. It's almost 5 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep filling your drink. Any more questions before
Hey, Zach, this is Jeff Walker.
Jeff?
How's it going?
How's it going to you?
Going good up here in the home of your cream from the Chapey family. I think it's a good selling point. Don't you guys use Demerara rum?
we work with Demerara for like their blackstrap molasses.
Right.
And that was when we first got to St. Kitts. As much as people said, oh, like, did you buy the distillery outright? It was more of a partnership with us and Demerara. I mean, that's a whole other different story, how Demerara had purchased them from Rothschild in St. Kitts. But Demerara had purchased it. We came in to buy it, and they said, we'd rather just partner with you. And now we basically produce 85% of the product that's coming out of there now. And we do bring in a lot of bulk product from Demerara. So yes, a lot of the bulk molasses in that sugar is Demerara, which is a premium sugar, if you know Demerara sugar. And I think the hard part to get at is the fact that it's there's so many sales angles and what you start with sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we should talk more about the Demerara sugar behind it all. So,
Okay. Cheers.
cheers. I'm sitting so close so I could hear because the bar's starting to get a little louder back there. Any other good ones out there? Any other favorite flavors? Good stories? Is my mom out there? My wife out there right now? No?
I'd actually love to show everybody one more
I-
cocktail, if that's all right.
I know. Okay, Kev's gonna make one more.
One more.
With the Pina Colada?
Yeah, Pina Colada.
The house Pina Colada. Here we go.
So this one's a little more labor intensive, right? Egg white. A little bit of ice. Shipwreck coconut rum. I like to use a little splash of the rum cream. And then some stupid mix, but there's only a little bit of it.
Anyway, probably gives it a nice thick.
It does. It does. It blends really well with the rum. And the egg white, obviously, gives it a nice, really nice thick texture. Frothy. Here's a fresh lime, just for astringency to balance it all out. Pour the egg white in there. Shake it up. We can call this a flip, I guess. Most cocktails containing egg white or egg in any form are referred to as flips, and flips typically are shaken a lot. Strain over fresh ice.
You have cups to split this one? Did anyone make that at home? Maybe one of you?
Definitely will try that this weekend.
That looks like that'll be my 4 o'clock cocktail.
Cheers.
We call it the shipwreck flip, if you will.
The shipwreck flip.
I like it.
Well, Jack, Kevin, I want to thank you both very much for your time. Everyone that joined us, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. We appreciate all your support. Hopefully you're all staying safe there. If any of you think of any questions after this, you can feel free to let me know. We'll get that answer out to you. Zach, thank you again.
Joe, thank you so much. Opeachy, we love you. Partners out there, we love you guys. Rum fans, we love you.